Coming to you live aboard the Charlie Russell Choo Choo in Kingston Junction, Montana, it's Buffalo Buffalo.
It's Buffalo, 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 yeah!
Welcome to Buffalo Buffalo. I am Jerry. With me is Daphne, Pake, and Jeff. How the hell are we?
We're good.
We're good.
Doing okay.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. So, on today's episode of Buffalo Buffalo, we're not going to do the game just yet, but we just want to say hi and see how everybody's, oh, fuck. Okay, I fucked that up.
Excellent work.
Excellent work. Okay.
I don't know what the hell we're doing.
But yeah, so I just don't want to jump into the game right away because it may go quicker than I think. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for all being here. I am happy to see everybody again. It's been a few days since we've seen each other, and damn, am I glad to see y'all.
Yay. Happy to see you too, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy to be here too. I think that getting to record this every week is just become something I count on and look forward to, despite the fact that sometimes it may seem like I'm a little too competitive or I'm,
You? No.
No, Daphne, no, never.
Yes.
Not a competitive bone in her body.
No, I'm very humble. You guys know this.
Yes. She's the most humble person that we've ever met. She's like, don't worry, I'm more humble than anyone. It's okay.
Yeah, I always look forward to this because it's just a ton of fun to get to hang out with you guys and really just talk about stuff.
Nice.
No, I look forward to it every week.
I did notice something a little funny, and so I wanted to let the listeners know that if you should happen to be listening to one of our episodes and you hear a cat in the background crying, it is probably my cat, and she likes to come in at some point during the recording, and she cries and whines for no particular reason.
It's because she wasn't allowed to be one of the official hosts. She didn't make the final cut. It came down to Cassidy or Daphne, and it was close, but we ended up letting Daphne join at the end.
We decided to go with the human.
Yeah, but it was really close, and so she's still bitter about it. So she'll come in and whine.
Yeah, she really is. Yeah, she's really bitter about it. She walks around like a diva all the time now, and yeah, she doesn't want anything to do with me. So I think you're right. She does just come in to mess things up.
I mean, that's the job of a cat, right?
Yeah.
Just to
Really?
mess things up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a character. She definitely is. And I can't always take it out because it's during a conversation or during my part of a conversation, and it's funny and I don't want to take it out. So it's like, okay, well, if they hear her, whining, it is what it is. This is a regular recorded podcast like any other, and there's always going to be something crazy going on.
Yeah.
Especially because it's Buffalo Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
If not anywhere else, what this podcast can have some things get a little out of hand. I think we're allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, and...
Yeah, they go off the rails, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A little off the rails.
Usually we keep things very, very tight, and we stay on script.
No silliness, very rigid conversational rules.
What podcast have you been recording? Because the one I'm on every week, there's nothing.
Is it Bison?
There's no agenda.
This is Juggalo Juggalo.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, whoop.
No, Jeff, hang on. Juggalo Juggalo is the strip club you're going to, so don't let's not talk about that.
That is an interesting strip club.
Yeah.
That is like
Are there Faygo showers by the end of it? It's like
I thought that Juggalo is what the Insane Clown Posse fans call.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, different kind of Juggalo.
That's a very different podcast. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so shall we get to some craziness?
On this podcast?
Yeah, sure, because we've been serious so far, so.
Yes.
I know.
Oh, so serious.
I guess we can find some room for craziness here.
Okay, so on today's show, we have a simple 50-50 game that you all get to play.
It's a lot of questions, Jerry.
Yes. Yes. No, it's
50
just...
is a lot.
Well, it's one or the other. And if you all get it wrong, I get the point.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
I see. Another game where the host can win.
Yes. No, I don't think I will because the temptation to choose one or the other is very broad here.
Okay.
So on today's game, I'm going to tell you a news headline, and you're going to tell me whether it's from Germany or from Florida.
Wow. I was not expecting that to be the game.
Yes. Well, I was kind of struggling for a game that didn't involve something visual, and that video works well on a really good level when it's an audio podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really.
But if we ever do a video podcast, I'm doing the No Bodies movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I've never really thought of this, but does this game set up the idea that Germany is the Florida of Europe?
Possibly.
Okay.
Well, you could. I could do it for any, but it's just like that's been like a popular thing. Whatever the hell that was on 20 years ago when I used to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So what I have here are 26 random stories. So the way I'm going to do this is you're going to pick a number. It's going to be, they're randomized, whatever.
Okay.
I'll have each of you pick a number, and then I'll say the headline, and then each of you get to pick Germany or Florida.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So it's like a serial killer
Yeah.
or Nobel Prize winner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Piece or pieces?
Piece or pieces. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Piece or pieces. So what are you calling this one, Jerry?
Swamp
Germany or Florida.
Yeah, Germany or Florida, probably. Now, I was thinking like, swamp or Rhineland, maybe? I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for this one. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Is it first one to a certain number?
Yes, it'll be first to 5.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
If it's a tiebreaker, you get to do a math problem.
All right.
Pake. Let's not have no. Pake.
We'll do our best
No.
to not have
Let's not have a tiebreaker.
I'll throw this game to avoid math.
I am going to do my best to ensure a tie.
Oh, no. No. Well, it's 2 against 1, Jeff, so
The odds are not in your favor.
no.
But the evens are.
Yes.
That's what a fashion designer who's got a real penchant for neck accessories says. I'm going to try real hard to make sure this has a tie.
You never know, because honestly, on Project Runway, there were certain designers that would always try to incorporate one thing in every design just to make them stand out. And I mean, it could have been a tie. I don't remember. It's been a while since I watched it, but it made me think of that.
Okay. Oh, hang on.
I think we're ready, Jerry.
Yes, I am sorry. I forgot to do one thing.
Oh,
Come up with the list of 26 headlines.
Knew I forgot something.
No. I had set up a table, but I fucked it up because I was thinking that that's not enough room for depending on how many rounds we do. So
We're going to be here all night. This is going to be a supersized podcast.
yes. Well, let's do a supersized podcast one of these days. Okay. So I'm just going to go the way I see everybody on my screen from top to bottom. Daphne gets to make the first choice. Pick between 1 and 26.
13.
13.
Not because it's halfway through, but because I do think 13 is a great number, despite the fact there are so many superstitions associated with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm going to get an answer from each of you, so it doesn't really matter. And please just don't do any reasoning until after you've all picked, if you want to do any reasoning. Okay. So, woman, 84, caught feeding marijuana to her pet rabbits. Daphne.
Florida.
Okay. Pake.
Germany.
Okay. Jeff.
Germany.
Okay. So any particular reason why? Or just you want to save that for later?
Not a real good particular reason.
I think that if we're Florida, they would be barbecuing the rabbits.
Okay.
And they wouldn't be giving their weed to rabbits. They'd be giving the meth to the rabbits.
Yes.
You know what? It's funny you should say that. I just started Breaking Bad. This has nothing to do with this game.
Well, it's a show about a popular meth-dealing rabbit, so... yeah.
So the answer is, okay, I'll just read the first couple sentences of the headline. Police in Brandenburg, Germany discovered a large plot of cannabis called on a neighboring house only to find an 84-year-old woman who had been feeding her rabbits with the plants.
Now my question is, was this on purpose or was she confused?
I just feel like she's like an old sweet lady, had no idea what they were, and was just like,
She thought she was feeding poison ivy to them, or something else,
No, pet rabbits, so... Yeah,
I know.
And she said, the quote is, the rabbits really like it.
Oh.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, those are the most calm, chill, but yet hungry rabbits out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Bud Bunny.
Bud Bunny. Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez, Pake. Okay.
It's my job.
It's gonna be that kind of night.
Okay, so Pake, make our next selection.
All right, let's go with 21.
21. Okay. A wily pensioner lures con men into the hands of the police. I'll go with who I picked first, so Pake.
Florida.
Jeff.
Florida.
Daphne.
Florida.
Yeah. Okay. So the answer is, okay, we all love an underdog, and that's why this story about a 95-year-old pensioner getting back on a con man is such a great one. Recognizing the man was trying to scam her out of thousands of euros, the pensioner from Hamburg managed to turn the tables and lure the fraudster into a trap.
Wait. Maybe somebody in Florida is in a town called Brandenburg and is very confused about their money.
But no, it is Germany.
You know what, Jerry? It gave it away when you said pensioner because that is more of a European term and not one that we hear in the U.S.
And yet you chose Florida.
And you still chose Florida.
Florida. Okay, so since none of you got that, I get the point.
Oh, no.
Oh, how nice.
Everyone has 1 point for except for Daphne, so 1-1-1.
It's okay. I'm good with 0.
Okay, so Jeff, your turn.
3.
Okay. Potato salad rage leads to a woman's arrest.
Yeah, that's going to be Florida.
Okay, Daphne?
Florida.
And Pake.
That's So Florida. Streaming now on Disney+.
Okay, yes, you are correct. It says, 95-year-old woman in Florida became 45-year-old woman. 95-year-old woman enraged by her father's inedible potato salad. She threatened to attack him with a large kitchen knife.
Hey, being from the South, I get it. Mm-hmm. Potato salad is important.
Yeah, that was definitely Florida. Germany would have been sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut?
Mm-hmm.
There's potato salad in Germany. It's not all that common, but, or at least I think so. Okay.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I'll ask one of my friends that lives there.
Okay. So, we're going to circle back to the top of the order. So, Daphne, pick a number.
7.
7. Lucky number 7. Okay. Man crashes Ferrari after dodging a hedgehog.
Germany.
Pake.
Florida. I'm still Florida on this one.
Mm-hmm. And Jeff.
Germany.
Okay. So, let's see here.
I know hedgehogs aren't really like that common in Florida, but Florida also has a really high rate of exotic pets and like trades of animals that shouldn't be there. So you never know what you're going to run into or see.
That's true.
Okay, so
That's true.
Like tigers.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ferrari drivers are better known for showing off on the road rather than their respect for woodland creatures. But one hedgehog in Germany got lucky. It went straight into the path of a Ferrari Testarossa driving businessman who was left with a $30,000 repair bill following their encounter. So that one is a point for Daphne and a point for Jeff.
Yes.
So Jeff leads the pack with 3. Pake and Daphne have 2, and I have 1.
It's good that he didn't run over that hedgehog, or there would have been rings scattered all over the road.
I think I only have 1.
I thought you got a... You only have 1?
You got 2. You got the potato salad one.
You get the potato salad.
Oh, yeah, that's
No,
right.
so-
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep it honest.
It's a competition on how humble she is.
Okay, so Pake, make our next selection.
Let's go with 6.
6. Okay. Man arrested at the airport for carrying a suitcase full of endangered animals.
Following up what I said before, Florida.
Okay.
That's gotta
Jeff.
be Florida.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Florida.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about snakes on a plane, and I don't know. The whole thing is just... That was Hawaii, not Florida, but the whole thing about exotic pets and snakes and things that you're not supposed to have just made me think of it.
Okay, well, apparently my link isn't working anymore, but the man was arrested. I remember reading this, and the man was arrested at Dusseldorf Airport.
What?
In Germany.
Florida?
No, in Germany. There's no Dusseldorf, Florida.
What did he have? Pangolins?
Snakes.
Oh, see, I know. They take them.
He was just trying to make a sequel.
Question is, were they monkey fighting snakes?
Monkey fighting snakes.
On a Monday to Friday plane?
Yes.
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
Oh.
That's funny.
Oh, that movie. We've already covered it on Run for Your Lives, and yet I just want to cover it again.
Launching now, Snakes on a Plane, the podcast. The show where we just cover Snakes on a Plane every week.
No, we'll just have a podcast every week about a different line Samuel L. Jackson says in it and what it's been changed to. And why.
The TV version of Sam Jackson movies.
Yep.
Okay, so Jeff's pick is up next.
17.
17. Man arrested for calling emergency services after his cat was denied entry into a nightclub.
I don't know. That seems fair. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Florida on that one.
Okay. Daphne?
Florida.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Pake.
Germany. I'm gonna break the mold. Also, so you can't get a point.
That's
but
good.
I didn't think about that strategy, Peg. That's good.
Okay. A man named Everett visited a Florida nightclub along with his kitten, but
a Floridian-themed nightclub in Germany.
Yes.
Yes.
but the officials denied access to the facility. Instead of leaving, he called 911, and when the cops arrived, he was uncooperative and continued calling 911 and was arrested for misusing 911.
I like the idea that he called 911 on the police.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, when the police got there, he called 911 and was like, the police are harassing me.
Okay, so we have...
Send police.
I was wondering, what I thought about was, is this one of those, emotional support cats?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Could be.
Okay.
And I also have to ask, was it a tuxedo cat?
There was no specifics, so
Okay.
it was.
I mean, if the cat was wearing, black tie, then it doesn't seem fair for it to be denied entrance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did not specify markings. So.
Of course, one thing I do know about cats is they are real greedy when it comes to bottle service.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so scores are: Jeff, you are on the cusp of winning with 4. Daphne with 3, Pake with 2, and myself with 2. Alrighty. So next, who was Jeff? Picked that one, right?
Yes, I picked that
Okay.
one.
Okay. So Daphne is next up.
17.
I just chose that.
Jeff just chose that one.
Let's do it again. I know the answer.
Yes, but so does he. 1. I want number 1, Jerry.
Okay.
We're number 1.
That reminds me of a high school cheer that we used to do with We're Number 1, but I'm not going to say it
Probably
now.
like 700 of those. At least.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
A man was arrested after being stopped for speeding for having a fully loaded mobile office in his car.
Germany.
Okay, Pake.
We'll go Germany as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have to say that sounds like the efficiency of Germany.
Okay. So,
Just cruising working.
just
There you go.
so a man who was going over the speed limit, oddly enough, in Germany, was arrested for having a fully loaded office in his car. So,
Nice.
with 5 points, Jeff is our winner.
I am on a streak. I am streaking.
Mm-hmm.
Just want everyone out there to know that I am currently streaking.
Boogity,
Nice.
boogity.
Boogity boogity.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to have to be Negan and shut that shit down next week. It's got to happen.
Is that 3 in a row, at least partially?
Yeah.
Wins? Like,
I will guarantee you that I will not win next week's game. Mine does
Excellent.
not have a loophole for me to win. Although I can
Okay.
create one.
although you've got a week to figure one out. Yeah.
I can throw one in there, but yeah.
Okay, I'll just do this one as a funny bonus one. It says, okay, rescue mission for lifeless body finds a Papa Smurf balloon.
That has to be Germany because I don't know. Are the Smurfs even a thing here anymore? Have they
Yeah,
been
sure.
a thing since like the 80s?
Sure,
Yeah.
they still can be. Yeah. Well, if you got three apples, yeah, they'll still be a thing. Yeah, 3 apples high, if I remember right. So, Pake, what do you think?
I'm going to go Germany.
Okay, and
Yeah, this doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go Florida anyways, just to prevent you from getting a bonus point.
okay, so I'm just gonna read these three quick paragraphs. Somebody really blew it.
Ah,
Ha! Ha! Daphne would enjoy this one. It says, when a train passenger in Dusseldorf, Germany, saw a bearded man in a blue coat and red trousers near the railroad tracks Tuesday evening, he immediately reported it to authorities, and a helicopter crew spotted the potential victim, and indeed, he was wearing red pants, blue outerwear, and a red cap and a white beard. So, they rescued a balloon of Papa Smurf.
Thank
there was a
God.
man cosplaying as Papa Smurf.
Were they able to resuscitate it? Did it?
No,
did it
I don't know.
state?
Didn't state.
Man.
I mean, it comes with a ready-made hole for that, right?
Mhm.
Need to be thinking about these things.
Yeah.
I mean,
But if he already had like other puncture wounds or something, like there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, but when they asked the balloon how he was doing, he said he felt a little bit deflated.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I got Daphne to shake her head at least. Come on, Daphne.
Uh-huh.
She's going to throw
Daphne has
something.
worked very hard on not rolling her eyes.
Right. But can you really believe anything he says? He's usually full of hot air.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
you're still going to try, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
You want me to roll my eyes?
Yeah.
No, it's a conscious effort that I've made to, to keep you from getting what you want, which is for me to roll my eyes. So it's a game.
Yeah.
Every week, I challenge myself.
We get to
not-
play a bonus extra game, or you do.
I do. Every week.
But we also do is trying to break you and your
Yes.
game. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Daphne is like, regarding this last story, it's like, going to tell us to get smurfed. So,
Jerry, smurf you later.
okay.
He blew himself.
Yes. Oh, boy.
Oh, Jerry, that was a good one. I like that.
It was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
I
was
had
fun.
no idea that Germany was the Florida of Europe. I'm sure Germany will be very happy to hear that.
Very happy to hear that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they're going to be very unimpressed with their selection.
What is this nonsense?
I do not want to be Florida. That was more French. I don't know.
That was so
It was so French. I love a good European accent. Germany, Europe, it's just like England, Russia, yes, of course. It's all the same.
Yeah, but I was going to say one of the other funny ones from Florida was the police say a man with no arms and no legs is armed and on the run.
What on earth? This is insane. Where do you find these things?
On the internet machine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I've been told that you can't trust anything you read on the internet machine.
And I know that because the internet said so.
Yes. No, I did my best to try and vet these, but even if they're not totally true, it's like some of them are like police blotter kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
But so I am inclined to believe them. So.
I think I'm grateful that the snake one was not in the U.S. Because I don't want to be contemplating every time I get on a plane. Oh my God.
I mean, I can guarantee you that has happened in the United States numerous times.
Okay, but I do remember this story being reported as one of those like little kicker stories at the end of a newscast. It said, Florida man impersonating a police officer pulls over the real cops.
Uh-oh.
I've heard a few of those stories.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing one where a guy had a fake badge, fake ID or whatever. No, I'm trying to remember what. Okay, so the cop pulled the guy over, and the guy gave him his ID, and he's like, "Well, this is fake." The guy goes, "No, it's not." He goes, "This is my brother's ID."
Ooh.
It's a real ID I stole.
This is not yours. This is my brother's.
No, one of my favorite ones was here in California about a CHP officer like out in the boonies, so like out near Bishop. Pulled over an RV. He says, the guy driving the RV says, "What was I doing? I wasn't speeding." It's like, "I know you weren't speeding," the officer said. "This is my RV." So that's a whoopsies.
One of my favorite little things people maybe have seen, it's not the crime that's funny, but it is the man's actual legal name on his ID. This was in Washington in 2016, and this has been viral around that time, so some people listening to this might know this. But the man was arrested on a Sunday citing court documents. This Wisconsin man was in Washington, seen tearing down flyers at Evergreen State College, and a confrontation ensued with a campus officer. During the struggle, he allegedly grabbed the officer's gun, bit the officer's ring finger several times, and attempted to stab the officer with a pin. So the crime is not the funny part. The man's legal name when he was arrested is Bezow Doodoo Zoppity Bop Bop Bop.
Oh my God.
I come from a long line of Zoppity Bop Bop Bops.
Oh, the Wisconsin Zoppity Bop Bop Bops.
Are you sure it's the Wisconsin Zoppity Bop Bop Bops and not the Michigan Zoppity Bop Bop Bops?
The Michigan Zoppity Bop Bop Bops were known for a little bit more underground crime work. I don't think they'd ever be caught out in public, defacing property. They were smarter than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, that's good. I
don't even know what to say about that.
But I was hoping somebody would have picked 26 because it said shopper sample burgers made of buffalo worms.
Buffalo.
Oh, that has to be Germany.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that it's here.
It's Germany.
Ugh.
It was a startup saying, finding alternate food sources. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not into that. No, thank you.
Buffalo worm. Like a worm from Buffalo, New York. They're just a little more rough and tumble than your average worm.
They're worms with wings.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Red Bull gave you wings.
Well,
maybe the Buffalo worms had Red Bull.
So the worms were drinking Red Bull.
If you give Red Bull to a worm, it sprouts wings, becomes a buffalo worm. I think we figured it out. We cracked the code. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but
Great.
but I do like that they have a picture of the packaging. It says Insectenburger.
I mean, at least they're honest about labeling.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
I remember. I don't know
was-
if you can still buy them. I'm sure you can at different places, but there used to be like cricket bars and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, those are very common.
Yeah, I've bought like lollipops with mealworms or scorpions or something on the inside, or
Now that's a Tootsie Roll you don't want to break open.
or like roasted like sour cream and onion crickets.
How many licks does it take to get to the scorpion?
Ugh. Let's not find out.
Don't ask Mr. Owl.
No.
The crickets are actually pretty good.
Very good source of protein.
Yeah.
You get them at Buc-ee's? No?
No, they don't sell them at Buc-ee's. I've gotten them at like weird random stores.
I'm really excited, Pake, that we're going to be able to expose Jerry and Jeff to Buc-ee's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be exposed.
I can't wait.
Jeff's like, I'd rather keep my pants on when we go there if I can. I mean, it does lessen the experience, but I get it.
If you really want the genuine Buc-ee's experience, you have to go in without pants.
Yes.
Wow.
And that is the official stance of Buffalo.
We always have an official stance for everything, don't we? And if you like what you've heard, you can check us out at buffalopodcast.com. There are links to everything that you're ever going to need, including our social media.
Including water, food, sunlight.
Dehydrated water.
Shelter. Everything you'll ever need.
Until next time.
Mr. Zoppity Bop 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 was my father.
You guys can call me Bisou.
It's Buffalo, 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 yeah!
Bye, son.